My name is Carenna.
And I'm Charne.
We are building strength by moving off-grid.
Currently, we're living with my family in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, while putting ourselves through our own off-grid internship. Here, we're building the skills we need to return to South Africa to build our new home and rebuild our nonprofit off-grid.
This is okay. This is where our house will be. Yeah, buddy.
You see, this piece here.
Our first attempt at building a nonprofit taught us a lot, but it ultimately failed when we were unable to meet the basic needs of the youth we worked with. Many of our youth live in informal homes made of scrap metal, wood, and random materials. Their access to clean water and sanitation varies throughout the communities, and many homes are food insecure, which makes it difficult for youth to focus and thrive. But how do you meet the needs of 100 youth when all you have is 50 sticks, balls, and a small truck? During the height of the pandemic, our truck was used to bring food to people. But in the end, that also failed to address the problems that left us hungry for something better. When the donations were finished, our truck was empty, but our people were still hungry. This is when we decided to make a change that would put the power back in our own hands. By going off-grid, we aim to ensure that we can meet our basic needs ourselves, so that we can teach others to do the same for themselves. Our off-grid internship begins with the skills to meet our basic needs for food and shelter. When a tree fell on my dad's shed a few weeks ago, my dad was ready to tear it down and toss it out. So it was easy to convince him to let us practice.
Tearing down a shed starter toolkit.
With some guidance from some helpful teachers, Charne and I plan to fix and upgrade my dad's shed ourselves. Through this, we hope to build the skills and confidence needed to build our new life off-grid. As resources are limited, we plan on reusing materials as much as possible. We hope to expand our creativity as we find new ways to turn trash into treasure.
What do we have here? Oh.
But before we could begin rebuilding the shed, we needed to clear out the 28 years of treasure still inside.
Check this.
This McGaffer is even nicer.
Something to cook with? Whoa! Is it like an oven? A thermometer? Nope. Oh, there's the door.
Yes.
Wow! Great work, my leaf. Listen to the birds.
My dad had a lawnmower and a red wagon that made this a lot more fun. And my brother had a truck to help us haul away some junk.
My aunt will be so proud of me.
Why?
Daddy, baby. As much as he started, I got it up the hill. You're a real farmer now. Okay, guys, everything is out of the shed. Okay, so number one, we're gonna start heading up this roof now.
Our pile of toys.
After a few days of cleaning, it was time for some smash therapy. Our neighbor lent us some tools to use, then it was up to us to find the strength to get the job done. Even with the iron bar and metal crowbar, the struggle was real. We began smashing the wooden boards, but they didn't budge. Then the seeds of doubt began to grow within us. We began thinking that we had overestimated our strength.
You go once, two, and I get a rhythm.
No.
You just
Smash! Smash!
As we sat in the shed questioning our abilities, we got a call from one of our close friends and passionate REN supporters. She saw the shed and said a few words that changed our perspectives completely. I would love to live there. In this moment, Charne and I realized the deeper value that building structures could bring to our lives. That's the moment when we decided that one day we would not only build our friend a house, but that she would also learn and share that skill so that more people can have a secure place to call home. We spent the next few hours smashing the boards on the roof and prying them away from the frame. To make this easier, our neighbor lent us a saw to cut the shingles. A few hours later, we were still smashing and prying, and smashing and prying, until eventually it was time to push. Piece by piece, we cut through the shingles and pushed off the roof.
Yes, of great strength.
Eventually, the job was done. If you would like to support us and our efforts to build a nonprofit off-grid, you can find us on Patreon at Off-Grid Strength. Thank you, Danke, Nkosi.
Wamkilikile.
See you next time. See you, Bona.